Okay, everybody, here we go. Good morning. Welcome to Against the Public for January 11th. Wish everyone a terrific weekend with plenty of success against your book. All access customers, well, they crushed another card on Thursday. We look to add to that on Friday. Friday, I have, two NHL totals. I got one NBA, one college basketball. We're on a 30-19 run in overall total, 61% winners, plus 824 units. So you can go over to pickdawgz.com, see how we did on Friday as we head into Saturday's action. I'm Dana Lane. Thanks for joining me today. We go to college basketball for our free winner. Before that, I want to give everyone an idea of what we're looking at on a very busy Saturday card. If you'd like to join me on Saturday for my all access pass, you can get every one of these plays, and we'll talk about that a little bit. In college basketball, I have a massive card. We're going to start things off Saturday morning with Creighton Butler, followed by UMass, George Mason, Georgia Tech, SMU, Greensboro, Samford, Liberty La Tech, and then we'll conclude a massive 6-game college basketball card with Oregon State in Pacific. I'll have 5 of those games wrapped into one package, so you can get a 5-pack for one low price. 33-18 college basketball run, 65% winners plus 1,464 units, including 12-4 in college basketball totals. Absolutely smashing totals for sure. 57% winners over the last 30 days and 55% college basketball winners this entire season, plus 1,491 units. Our National Hockey League card, well, it's going to have 4 games on it. We'll start with the Bruins-Panthers. That's a massive game for many reasons. If you've kind of been following the Boston Bruins, that is a massive game for them to win. We'll get involved in that early on. Then we'll follow things up with Seattle, Buffalo, Colorado, Winnipeg, and then the Rangers and the Vegas Golden Knights to end our card. NHL bettors, they're on a 14-7 run. It's pretty good. Not a massive long-term run, but on a 14-7 run in moneyline wagers, plus 802 units. We hope to improve on that on Saturday. Our NBA card will feature 3 games, starting with the Rockets-Hawks. We'll wash that down with the Raptors and Pistons, and then the Hornets and the Clippers. We smashed 4 straight NBA plays, so we'll see if we can extend that little mini run, but on a nice 4-0 run in the NBA. And of course, I'll have plays up in the Los Angeles Chargers, Houston Texans game, Steelers, Ravens. If you heard me on VSEN earlier in the week, you kind of got a head start on which way I'm headed, but not necessarily entirely what I said on the show. There has been some changes as the week has gone on. So please get involved with that. We had a perfect sweep in the NFL last week. We'll try to add to that on Saturday. So plenty to start the weekend off. Of course, there's only one way to get every play that I release, and that's to simply become an all-access member. And you can do that over the next 365 days for just $4.11 a day. I also have a 7-day package. Thank you so much to everybody who has jumped on that. A 30-day package as well. So something up there for everybody at pickdawgz.com. Please get over to the website after you watch this video, of course. Let's get to our free play for Saturday. It's a late game starting at 10 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 o'clock Pacific. Central Florida Knights 11-3 this year. Really good season. 6-8 ATS, 8-5-1 to the over. They head to Tucson to take on the 9-5 Arizona Wildcats, who are 7-7 ATS, 7-7 over under this year. 7 up, 7 down. Never know how to say that, but 7 up, 7 down when it comes to totals. We're not going to worry about that because we're going to take a look at the side. And Central Florida, they have failed to cover the last 2 games against Colorado and Kansas. Wildcats have covered 2 straight at West Virginia and at Cincinnati, and 4 of their last 5, while 5 of their last 6 games have cashed under tickets. Arizona is a 14-point favorite with a total of 157.5. Early money, of course, indicates that the Arizona Wildcats will get the majority of support. 85% of the early money is on the Cats. And as I mentioned, the Knights have been impressive this year, 11-3 this season. But one of those losses was a 51-point home loss to the Kansas Jayhawks. That was the worst home loss in program history. And then they rebounded with a 1-point win against Colorado 3 days ago as a 6-point favorite. But I suspect that Johnny Dawkins and his team still has not wiped the bad taste out of their mouth from that loss to Kansas. They have a massive chance to do that today against Arizona. Dawkins did say in his press conference following the loss to Kansas that he did expect to see a response from his team. And I'm not sure that 1 point win against Colorado, where they got lucky to escape with the victory, was the response that Mr. Dawkins was looking for. But one of the things that really bothered me about not just winning by 1 point, but was the fact that they really came out like I expected them to come out of the locker room strong in that first half, and Colorado really had the best of them emotionally. And I think Central Florida was still trying to get over that loss to Kansas, and it really was not the response I'm sure that Dawkins was looking for. They had a massive road win against Texas Tech on New Year's Eve, and they really have been kind of I don't know what that specific word is for it, but really after that win against Texas Tech, they just have not been the same. They've not been able to dig down and kind of bring out the best of their team that we've seen many times this year. So in a little bit of a lull here, but I see this as an opportunity against Arizona. The key for the Knights, obviously, is to get off to a good start. They can do that by being tougher down low. They've been beat up pretty good over the last couple games down low, and I should say maybe I think they're a little bit soft. We'll see how they fare against Arizona. I think we're going to catch the Cats napping here. Really good win in West Virginia against the Mountaineers by 19, and that was after a fairly good win against Cincinnati. And both of those games were on the road. So I think coming home after two emotional games, I think we're going to catch them kind of going through the motions just a little bit, at least enough to cover this double-digit number. This is a first meeting between these two teams, so emotion is going to be stale, I suspect. I don't think that home crowd's going to be what it would be for, say Arizona State or teams that, they have a natural rivalry with. But I do suspect, or where do I suspect the Knights to have an advantage? Well, I think they're going to be getting to the free throw line as much as possible. If I'm Dawkins, I'm telling my guards, let's get at it. Let's get to the paint. Let's draw fouls. Let's get a couple and ones and go right after Jaden Bradley and Caleb Love. So that would be my game plan would be as aggressive as possible, get to the paint, which Arizona defensively is they commit a lot of fouls. So that would be where I would go in this game. And when it's all said and done, I think Arizona probably will win this game, but I think Central Florida is going to stay within the 14. And you'll know by the amount of success that they have at the free throw line. Those extra points will mean the world, I think, in the second half to us as far as cashing this ticket. Now, go to pickdawgz.com where every individual play, every discounted long-term pass is locked and loaded, including my annual all-access pass that you can get every play that I release for just $4.11 a day. I can't thank you enough for joining me for Against the Public. I'm Dana Lane. All the best to you and your wagers on a massive Saturday and Sunday. On a massive Saturday and Sunday. Hope you have a great weekend. Thanks, guys.